Thanks for logging on to WYTV.com. Meteorologist Craig Zybert with you. As we go into the next 24 hours, of course, all eyes on our storm system that's bringing us the snow. It has begun here at 6:40 across the area. Heaviest snow right now is across parts of Trumbull and Mercer counties. But as we extend outward with our satellite and radar picture, storm spiraling over the Carolinas, going to continue to pull all of this moisture in from the Atlantic, eventually going to tap into some jet energy across the northwest and going to continue to increase the moisture flow across the area. Now, there's a little bit of dry air also trying to work its way in with this system. That dry air could choke off some of these snow showers as we get later into this evening, but as that storm begins to pivot out to sea and we start getting some of that other energy in, I do expect the snowfall rates to increase in intensity as we go into the overnight hours. So here's a look at what you can expect, kind of doing another little bit of a jog back with this system and showing you that water vapor. There's the spiral. You can see all that moisture you see in those deep blues. And this is that dry slot that I was talking about in this orange shaded area. As this dry slot does work its way in, I do expect some of those snow showers, as I mentioned, to choke off a little bit, but it's not going to take much before this piece of energy adds to this system and they kind of funnel more moisture in our direction as we go into the overnight hours. So here's how your futurecast plays out. There's that dry air starting to work its way in here by about 10 and 11 o'clock. Still seeing plenty of snow showers across the area. But then notice what happens right after this 10 o'clock time into the overnight hours. We'll start watching that begin to fill right back in. So between 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, all that snow is back. That mixed precipitation chance also will begin to get out of here as we go into the early overnight hours. There's just going to be plain snow here as we go into 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. That's the time when I'm expecting the heaviest snowfall rates, between 1 and 2 inches per hour possible. But notice what happens there. By about 6:30, 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, things become a little bit more lighter and more scattered. By the time we get towards your lunchtime, do expect the majority of the heavy and steady snow to be out of here. Then we'll be watching for some lake-enhanced snowfall behind the system, what we're more used to in the wintertime here at home, where you're a little more sporadic with the isolated snow showers as you're driving across the area. Don't be surprised to see a little bit of sunshine in there as we go into your Monday afternoon as well. Also going to just be watching for those areas of lake effect snow into early Tuesday morning before that begins to exit out of here, and a better weather on the way for your Tuesday night before another storm system comes in for your day on Wednesday. By the time everything's all said and done, I do expect the majority of us to be about 9 to 13 inches of that snowfall. Some of the areas that don't see much of that dry air in and get a little bit more of those intense snowfall rates could see a little over a foot. And then some of the areas that get a little bit more of that dry air and less of those heavy snowfall rates might be a little under 10 inches. But I think the majority of us going to be right around those double-digit snowfall amounts. Travel is going to be tough as we go into the day, overnight tonight, into the early part of your Monday. Shoveling is also going to be a big concern because some of that snow will be on the heavier side. So if you have some heart conditions, make sure that you pass that shoveling duty off or just get that snowblower out. Also going to be watching with some of the heavier snow and some of the branches that snow will set on. We get some wind in here tomorrow. We could see some of those downed branches and power outages sporadically. I don't think they're going to be widespread, but that is not ruled out as we go into the storm system as well. So tonight, 22 degrees will be your overnight low. That'll be in the next few hours, and we'll see those temperatures beginning to rise a little bit overnight. A wintry mix will be possible, especially this evening into early parts of the overnight. Expecting overnight accumulations by the time you wake up tomorrow morning to be about 6 to 10 inches. Go over into the day tomorrow, we'll see an additional 1 to 4 inches, especially where that lake effect snow begins to set up. Snow likely, especially in the morning, watching for that chance of a lake effect snow showers into the afternoon. Your highs in the upper 20s. Also going to be watching for that blowing snow with the winds coming out of the northwest behind that storm system, about 15 to 25 miles per hour. We look at your 7-day forecast. Things don't really get a whole lot better in terms of the temperatures. We try to warm up a little bit on Wednesday with a chance of rain or snow showers in here. But right behind that, another shot of some Arctic air, some of the coldest air we've seen in a few years across the valley here. As we go into your Thursday night and Friday, overnight lows could dip below 0. And in fact, some of those numbers I was looking tonight might be a little on the conservative side. Right now, we're going to go with -2 for Thursday night and Friday night. Could be a little colder as those highs on Friday barely try to get into the upper teens. We warm up at least slightly ahead of another storm system, which could bring us a few more snow showers as we go into next Sunday.